Hello, hello, hello. Happy Hump Day. It's Hump Day Live. It's Hump Day Live. Need I say more? Hey guys, my name is Jason. This is RayofLightTarot, and it is that day of the week and that time of the night on that time. It's that time of the night on that day of the week. It's Hump Day. It's Wednesday night. I'm about to do some Hump Day mini readings. I don't think I have really any. Well, I have one person on the list that I'm aware of, but I don't think there's really a list going because I haven't come on much today to talk about the Hump Day mini readings. I've just kind of flowed in. So, yeah. Hello. Hello. Malia, Rebecca, hola, amiga. Kristen, hello. Good morning from in Newcastle, Australia. So it's actually morning in Australia, right? I have someone in Australia, Caroline, that I used to read for a lot, and I know like when it would be 8 p.m. here, it would be 8 a.m. there, so thereabouts, right? So yeah. Malia, okay, I'm glad Malia you're here because I think Malia you're the only person on my list right now. So here, guys, if you would like to get a mini reading, the list is open. It's Happy Hump Day. The list is open. And you can get a mini reading. You're welcome to. It's $22.22, 22.22. I'm going to talk about some specials, some specials that I'm going to be offering for this last couple days of May to celebrate my grand return. So let me talk about that real quick. I actually have been, a few people have asked for different things as specials since I got back to the channel and hanging out with you guys. And I had been trying to decide what to do as far as a special to end the month. What I'm going to do is a couple things that I think you guys are going to like. Sorry. I have very chafed lips sometimes. So Stephanie got your payment. You're ready to go. So anyway, sorry. My arm, I got a tattoo yesterday and my arm has been very tender. I was getting my hair cut in color today. As you can see, it's a little silvery right now. Michelle, who does my color and my cuts, I really love her. She does a great job. But I had her overtone it today because if she gets it so it's like the inside of a banana, which everyone who's blonde, if you're blonde like I am, you know how you want your hair to look. You want that inside of a banana look color, right? That kind of whitish blonde, that smoky white blonde. Well, if she does it that way, if I had left the salon today and it had the smoky white blonde color, then that would be great. But in like 3 days, it would be faded because we have some pretty hard water here in Atlantic Beach, Florida, and it just wouldn't look good. It would be like kind of brassy in a few days. But when she overtones it just a little with like some of the purple tones, or I guess ash, I don't know, whatever tones, where it comes out like silvery with a little purple in it, in like 2 days from now, it'll be perfectly smoky blonde. And it'll hold that color for like the entire week and a half till I go back. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it looks this way tonight. And then in a few days, it'll look amazing. I could try to share some insight into this full moon, you guys, but I'll tell you what. The only insight I can really share is my own personal experience. I'm not really an astrologer, and I don't know a lot about it. I just know what I've read about it, which is probably the same things you guys have read, but I know more based on my own experience. Let me tell you guys something. I'm sorry about the plastic bottles, guys. There was a sale at Publix, and at this point in my life, I have to go by what's affordable more than what's better for the environment. Sorry. And my smart water was on sale in these size bottles, so I don't know. I'm quite the sinner. Anyway, I shouldn't joke, but I do. I joke. So what I've experienced, guys, with this full moon energy personally is leading up to it this week. I don't know about you, but I've been incredibly emotionally drained, and exhausted, right? Just recycle, no big deal. Exactly, Valerie. That's my attitude, right? But there are people, especially in spiritual communities, there are people who are very pretentious and very judgmental about things like Plastic bottles. Like, seriously. Use a glass. IDK. IDKY. IDKY. I don't like to judge people. I don't like to be pretentious. I think it's kind of got an ick vibe attached to it, but that's just me. Some people think that it makes them really, really special to stand in judgment. Okay, so this week, guys, so for the past couple months, I've been feeling myself, right? I've been feeling myself. I've been like on a sort of a high. I mean, I'm working out like crazy. Look at me. I mean, your boy's looking pretty good for 43 years old. You got to admit. I'm taking good care of myself. I'm working out like crazy. I'm feeling myself. This week though, whoo, it was like I hit the brakes. I hit a hard wall this week, and it hasn't gotten really much better. So for me, this energy surrounding this eclipse, this full moon eclipse, full eclipse, what kind of moon is it? A blood moon? No, uh, it is it's a blood moon, right? It's a blood moon. Thank you, Caitlin. That's so sweet. Thank you for saying that, Caitlin. That's very sweet. I feel good. Overall, I feel great, because I am taking care of myself, but like, ooh, this energy. So I think, but here's what I feel intuitively about this week. I intuitively feel that we've got a big transition happening, a big transformation in the energy around us and within us, which is this. Something's coming up for release, it feels like, right? Something's kind of coming up that didn't want to come up. It's being kind of pulled up. Like when you're scrubbing something, when you're like scrubbing a countertop, that one like piece of dirt or something that you just have to really scrub, put some elbow grease into to get it out, or you have to spray it a couple times extra and really scrub it hard with that wire, scrub. That's what this feels like to me. It's some kind of a trauma or something that needs to come up and be released, and it's kind of like it's stubborn. It's stubborn energy. It doesn't want to come up and be released. It wants to hang on to us, right? It wants to hang on to us because if it hangs on to us, it's like a parasite. We're its host and it's hanging on. But the universe is like, no, you're not allowed to hang on. No, you're not allowed to hang on. It's time to go, right? Here's your papers, baby. You are dismissed, 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 dismissed. Like Destiny's Child says, it's time to go. And so, yeah, I think it like around tomorrow, and then Friday, especially leading into the weekend, guys, I think those of us who have been feeling this ickiness like I have are going to feel a lot of release and relief. I think we're going to start to feel better. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. But I think it may be a little minute before we do. It may be a little minute, and that's okay. For me, I've just been I've totally slowed down my readings, and like I said, I hate making people wait who have already waited, but I just slow it down. Like last night, instead of 3 readings that I needed to get done, I got 1 done. And I didn't get mad at myself about it either. I got 1 done. That was good. I patted myself on the back, and I went to the next thing. And I'm like, today, I just woke up. You can see my eyes are kind of red. It's because I just woke up from like a 2.5-hour nap after I got my haircut. I'm not pushing myself. I'm not going to push my body to do things that don't feel right. And that's not the same thing as being lazy, and that's not the same thing as using excuses. Like, I'm going to still do things. I go to the gym. I'm still going to push myself. I eat right. I do the things that I absolutely have to do, but I'm not going to push myself into situations that just feel like, when it feels like you're here's what I've learned. It's just like pursuing a twin soul connection when it's not the right time. When it feels like you're pushing against the universe and you do it anyway, the universe pushes back here. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I had a little bit of a connection issue. I think it's fixed now. That's eclipse energy for you. Is everyone back? Are we okay? Are we all here with me? Sorry. Sorry. Talk to me, guys. Are you with me? Yes, you're back. Okay, what I was saying is welcome, Ash. This is her first time watching. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, we had it was a glitch, right? It was like a true glitch. It lasted about 5 to 10 seconds. But that's eclipse energy right there for you. Okay, Malia and Rebecca, who both kind of asked, like, can you explain this full moon energy, this eclipse energy? That was it right there. That's the energy. It's like a little glitch. To me, it feels like a glitch, but after you come through the glitch, it actually clears up the connection, right? So if you're having trouble in a connection specifically, maybe it's going to clear it up. I feel like it's gonna set you on the right path, right? You guys, let me show you. If you weren't here this morning, this is my tattoo. I love my tattoo. That's my first ever tattoo. Eye of Horus on my left arm, and I'm going to get the Eye of Ra right here on my right arm, so it kind of matches. I love the Eye of Horus, and the symbolism for me is very intense. It has a lot to do with my own spiritual path. So, wow, got it. So cool. I know. Thank you. I love it. Yeah, I've come so close to getting tattoos that I've been in the wait list at places on like Friday the 13th, and I was gonna get something similar to this, and something didn't feel right. So this was the time. Okay, so the list looks like this: Malia, Stephanie, Jane, and Linda. That's what I've got so far. Okay. I love the Eye of Horus. Me too, Caitlin. Me too. To me, it's a very personal thing. I'm also going to get the Om symbol, the Virgo and Gemini symbols, probably Cancer and Leo too. But yeah, Linmo just sent payment. Okay, it just hasn't come through yet, Linmo, but we'll get you added. Yeah. And it wasn't a wuss move, right? Like, that's not a tiny tattoo for my first one, right? That's not a wuss move. I don't like wuss moves. I like boss moves. I'm just being silly, guys. I mean, I do, but I'm just being silly. Okay, so let's start this. Malia. Where you at, Malia? I think Jai's doing a ceremony tonight, so I'm going to try to keep this brief and get over to watch the end of her ceremony when she plays music. So, let's cover ourselves in thank yous. You did, Jay. I'm Linda. Thank you, Linda. Oh, Linda, I didn't realize that. How did I never realize that before, Lynn? Have you never gotten a reading from me before? I know you don't like giving times. LOL. Is there a timeline on guidance for me regarding the work promotion I'm working towards now? Okay. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors. Thank you, all ancestors throughout the line, but especially my grannies, Nana Renan, Grandma McCarthy, Granny B. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, team. Thank you, archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel. Thank you for being pillars, cornerstones, and guides. Thank you for the clear, direct, and necessary messages for all who come in tonight, getting a mini reading, purchasing a mini reading, and exchange energy with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the messages that they need for their highest good. And any mediumship that comes through, I am open and listening as long as you are respectful on the other side and you come to me with love and good humor. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So Malia wants to know if there's a timeline or guidance regarding a work promotion that she's working toward now. I'm using the Vice Versa Tarot today. You guys should be pretty familiar. If you hang around this channel, you probably are. All right, guys. Thank God my grandmother didn't turn the air down tonight. She let me do it later on before I go to bed, because when I'm doing this, All right. So definitely you've got something happening between July and August. It looks like you're focused in on August, but July may be the time. Oh, well, July is going to be a big transit for you. Okay. So big transit for you in July. You've got, there's a big transition in your energy, Malia, this summer, it looks like. Thank you, Sarah. I'm working, tapping out big hugs. So look at this. You were focused on August, I know. And that's okay. I mean, August looks good for you. Like August is probably your intuition or your internal guidance is right about August. But I think part of the reason is there's something transitioning for you between July to August, and I'll explain that in a second. So you've got the Queen of Swords. She is stuck kind of on some recent past energy, And what you're doing is you're transitioning from Queen of Swords to Queen of Wands. This is your energy shifting. And once you're in Queen of Wands mode, you're going to be really manifesting big time. And I see we've talked, and I've kind of felt like that's already happened for you, but for some reason, you maybe because of this astrology right now, you may be doing a little bit of a regress or a feeling of backsliding. It's not backsliding because that would suggest that you are helplessly falling into something. No, it's not backsliding, but there is still this energy with the Queen of Swords here that you just need to be aware of. There's something, and when you see energy like that, I keep putting my arm up because I want to look at my tattoo in the camera. That's so funny. I'm like, when you feel energy like that, when you feel energy like that, there's a reason for it. Like, yeah, self doubt. Well, it's like you kind of want to go in and there's something also that you feel that it feels like a feeling of like you're a lack of preparation feeling, but that's not the truth. We already talked about this. That's not true. That's not reality. But there is something that needs to work itself out because look, Queen of Swords facing the recent past. Seven of Cups. This is July energy, but it's also what's leading you into July in the transformation. Your focus is on a few different things. There's a lot of emotional energy and overwhelming energy and confusion surrounding this. You've got this 6 of Cups here. Somehow, and I told you this before, this promotion is actually directly connected to a soulmate connection for you, and or deeper, and things moving forward, right? So that's why I think for you, there's a lot of like depth to there's a lot of depth and also a lot of layers to this. Now, coming into July or through July, you're coming out of it as the Queen of Wands, right? Which is beautiful. And then foundationally, you've got the Eight of Wands, which is where I'm getting that August from, of course. And lightning strikes. It's not just the Eight of Wands, right? That's the Eight of Wands. This is more than just the Eight of Wands. This is like, whoa. The reason you're so focused in on August, I think that something internally is telling you that's going to be a big month with a lot happening. The card shows that. There's like lightning striking Pegasus, lots of movement. And there's a Two of Cups behind that also. So it is the fact that the energy's there, but also the fact that you are manifesting that too is kind of helping that be the time. There is this Seven of Swords that's an outlier. I feel like, again, July-ish, there's something resolving for you, something coming full circle, and it probably has to do with soulmate energy of some type, and it has to do with the past coming back for healing. It's all connected to that promotion-ish energy, and I think it's because it's not that one leads to the other, but they're both connected to the same place. Like whatever is coming from you that's manifesting promotions in the workplace, it's also manifesting healing and love. Okay, it's that same source of energy is manifesting both of those things at the same time, and it's good. But I definitely see for you big changes in July leading into prosperity and abundance in August, and I think that's the best I can see as far as when and how and where-ish. So definitely connected. That's come out before too, and it's coming out confirmed tonight. So definitely connected. Definitely, it's your story. That's your story in a nutshell, and it's a good one. Yeah, you're welcome. You're most welcome, Stephanie Petties. Stephanie B. Me too, Linmo. So Stephanie, Jane, and Linmo, and Julene. Okay. Okay. Julene actually just sent a payment in for Ash. So Ash is on the list. Right? That's what you meant. Is that what you meant, Julene? I think so. Is my connection bad over here, or is it just on Jane's end, guys? How's the connection for you guys where you are? You want me to blow smoke rings for you to entertain you? Good here. Okay, so it's good on it's just on your end apparently, Jane, but You might want to, I don't know, do something. Leave and come back. That was very sweet of Julene. She's such a sweetie. Okay, so next was Stephanie. My connection is well. Wait. Attempting reconciliation with Bentley. Knock it off, boy. Come on. Come hang out with me. He's barking at something out there. Bentley. Come hang out. I don't know what's up with him. Yeah, Mr. Bentley's being like, he's getting a little senile. Shh. We don't talk about it. Hey, come on. We don't talk about that either, Ash. It's a very sensitive topic. So you want to know, hey, Bubba, come on. I'll show you. Let's just show you so we don't have to talk about it. Ashley wants to know what, come here, Bentley. Here he is. Can you say hi to Ashley? There he is. He's just a shorty. He also may have canine dwarfism. We don't talk about that either. All right. Very, very sensitive in his old age. All right, so I'm just reading for Stephanie. He went back down the other way. He got pissed. All right, attempting reconciliation with the career. Okay. What is the current energies with the Aquarius for Stephanie? Current energies for the Aquarius for Stephanie. He is perfect. I know. I love that boy just the way he is. That's what love is. Unconditional love is acceptance of right where you are. And I do love that doggy just the way he is. He's my bubba. Okay. Strong connection for sure. And there is an opportunity for a new beginning, but it's going to be scary for you. It's going to feel really scary. I don't know why it's going to feel scary. Because it's going to require you to take some risks. It feels like this Aquarius person definitely is a true Aquarius. Like this person's energy is King of Swords. So this person's energy may come across to you as very logical, right? Very much in their head where you don't know what they're thinking. You're like, does this person really love me? What's going on here? I don't even know how they feel. This person brings the this person brings the energy, if you know what I mean. I mean, look at that sword. Need I say more? Like that is one big swinging sword, if you know what I mean. So this person's bringing it, this Aquarius energy. Now, for you, this is a big time past life connection. Like you've got the Six of Cups here right in the middle of the reading. You feel strongly about this person. This person feels strongly about you. They may not always show you in the same ways you show them. That's okay. Here's the thing, Stephanie. It's okay if they're not showing you the same in the same way as you show them, but what's not okay is if they're not reciprocating. As long as if they're reciprocating your energy, right? That's okay. You know, like it's okay if like you have like a twin soul or a soulmate. If you reach out and they're there, they're reaching back. There's like a rapport and it's equal give and take. That's if it when it comes to like the emotional stuff, if they're kind of like, well, I'm not quite ready. That's okay. You know, I'm okay with that. What I'm saying is like, I don't want someone when I talk about reciprocal energy, guys, I don't want you putting yourself out there where someone is just not even meeting you in the middle at all. Okay, that's what we don't do. Okay, but this feels strong. It feels good. There's a little bit of fear here. Nora, I just received a payment from you guys. Hold on. When I'm doing the readings, I ignore the chat. I'll come back to the chat in between each reading. This is a major arcana, this Fool card, and it's like you're ready to jump in. This person's actually ready as well. They may not be exactly showing that, but they're showing enough that you know in your heart when I say this, yeah, they want this, they're ready. But you've got some major blocks here. You've got the Eight of Swords, so you're a little bit. It looks like you're going to be tested big time as far as your faith. This is about faith. On this side, look, you don't have anything around you. There's just this open space of like not knowing how you're going to get out of the situation you're in, or sort of the traps and sort of self-imposed barriers you've put in place. But it's gonna be testing, but at the end of the day, this love is meant to persevere. Okay, it's really the souls are entwined here. This is a beautiful connection, and I like it. Tests, yeah, but ultimately for the good, and it's going to be an opportunity here. I think this Aquarius definitely has much stronger feelings than he necessarily shows you on a regular basis, but he does reciprocate your energy enough that you know that, or you feel that, or you're suspicious of that, and you would be correct. So I like this a lot. Definitely have courage, though. Don't be a wussy. Don't be a little wussy, Stephanie. You're gonna there. That fool energy represents you having to have the courage to take a leap of faith into something. So are you gonna have the courage to do it, Leota? Hello. Are you gonna have the courage to do it? Is the question, right? And that's a question only Stephanie can answer. I can't answer it. You can't answer. Brandon, I don't know who you up in here calling a liar, but you are a fool. Boy, you're a fool. You are a fool. Boop. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't need to block anybody. Um, Here's the thing. It's going to be a test. It's going to feel a little scary. Lean into your fear. Follow your heart. Lean into your fear, and see how things go. It's going to go. It's going to go well. You didn't do my reading it. No, Leota, I did not. I did not, sweetie. No. I think I told you today. The past couple days have been whoa, icky energy. I almost didn't come on here tonight. There's a lot of like, well, like that guy Brandon that was just there's a lot of like you're gonna find, and like you said in the workplace where people are misunderstanding what you're saying. There's a lot of just energy of people like very what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Where people just want to people that want to go like this, fight. There's a lot of like resistant, very push, some tough push pull energy right now. It is what it is. Yes, Miss Stacy, the list tense energy. Yes, very tense, Linmo. Very tense energy. And the best thing you can do is just kind of not engage it. I feel like for me, I just don't engage it. I try not to because it doesn't really do any good. It doesn't feel like the kind of energy that where you're going to have growth through confrontation or conversation. It just feels like resistance, just resistance. Brandon, we don't care. It's just resistance. So I don't know what to really say about it except just it is what it is. So all right. Yeah, next is, I think it's Jane, but let me make sure. Janie, you're next, babes. We have Honey Bunny, Jane, and then we have Linda or Linmo, then Ash, then Rebecca, and then Nora. Yeah, don't get into that lack mentality. That lack mentality is a killer because it's almost like it's like mentally torturing yourself when you don't need to, when you really don't need to. I don't see a question though. You just want any messages? Current career over the next year. Got it. Okay. What messages do you have for Jane in her current career over the next year? What messages for Jane in her current career in the next year? Four of Wands. Four of Cups. There's that opposition energy, guys. Okay, so Jane, and this is a common thread for you. This is a common thread for you in your journey. I've noticed this, where you have very, very amazing progress days, and then days where you have this equally disruptive resistance. Look at that. The Four of Wands and the Four of Cups. It's a common thread here where you kind of do really well and then you bang against the wall. I have someone in my life that I'm related to who's very spiritual, but is also very stuck in a religious mindset because of maybe the people they've been raised around or just, and they push against it, but they're really still stuck in it. And you can tell the struggle, and it really is not something I like to hear about or be around because it doesn't fit my story at all anymore. And I always just kind of tell that person, I don't want to talk about religion. Like I have no interest in talking religion with you. Like demons, angels, all that kind of like that stuff is not my, that's not my jam, but that person is stuck in that sort of struggle, right? That's what this feels like for you. It's like you're growing, you're expanding in a beautiful way, but you're also stuck in this struggle where for every bit of growth, it's like you've convinced yourself that there's a flip side of the coin, and for every bit of growth, I've got to pay a price. It's almost like you're in a reward and punishment system of your own making. Does that make sense, Jane? That's what it feels like to me. It's like a reward and punishment system, it's like you're managing your own bank account, and every time you take something out, you've got to pay the price for that. So it's like every time you make a gain, there's a little bit of that flip side. And I understand that that mentality, because I get it. That's and there is positive and negative, right? The universe is made up of that. But I also feel like part of this is manifested. It's like that self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't think you need to worry about blocks, and I understand the desire to do that. I've been there, like where you're trying to like clear blockages and heal things. Healing happens organically. All of these, like to me, if you find resistance, go rest, go do something to shift the energy. Don't get too caught up in what it is. Because look at this, you've got the Hermit here with the moon present. You've got the Ace of Swords with a feeling of freedom coming in. You're breaking through to this sort of new place in your life, this new understanding where you're going to feel a lot of sort of excitement, of freedom through expansion. And also, I don't know, this Four of Cups, the Four of Cups here, the guy's like, they say, like a lot of people say, like, this guy's like drunk or something, all the cups are spilled over. He's just like totally disillusioned with life. And the Four of Wands here is just the opposite. So it's like a real a blockage. I love that. Jane says, yes, I started realizing I may be a blockage hypochondriac. Rita, 2222, sweetie. Yeah, well, it is kind of being a blockage hypochondriac, because it's like I think a lot of this stuff, well, it's not a hypochondriac because that really is like you're creating it in your mind. For you, it feels almost like that there are real change, but you put yourself in them a little bit, where you're taking the long way home. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you're choosing to take the long way home when you don't have to, because you've already got. It's kind of. I don't think she's here actually, so I won't bring that up. When you have great gifts, and I see people that have great gifts, but they're almost like they don't they don't trust their gifts, or they do, but they don't trust them enough to just take the action. Remember the old Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia quote, be afraid, just don't let your fear stop you from doing the thing you're afraid of. Being afraid is human. We're always going to be afraid of things we've never done. I was afraid to get a tattoo yesterday. I mean, not that much, but right before I did, I got a little excited or nervous or whatever. But I wasn't going to not do it just because I was a little nervous. I always get nervous when I'm doing something new or that's like unknown. Probably when the day I die, I'll be nervous. Or the day I leave my body, I'll be nervous because it's not something I can remember ever doing before, right? But I still want to do it because it's new and exciting and expansive and investigative. Keep that energy no matter what you're doing, whether it's blockages, whether you're focusing on blockages, or whether you're focusing on expansion, or both. Try to stay in an energy of excitement, freedom, and like you're investigating, like you're having an adventure. If you can stay in that adventure energy, I think you're going to have an exciting time. And I think that's what makes our experiences in life tolerable, even the painful ones. It's not really about whether it's good or bad, or whether it's painful or not. It's about whether we look at it as an adventure, an opportunity, or a problem and a struggle. Because even a problem and a struggle can be not that bad if we have the common sense to look at it as an opportunity for growth, right? And for you, I think that's so important that you keep a positive attitude about your experiences. I know that's kind of a simple answer, but that's what that feels like to me. If I'm breaking it down to its most bare bones sort of point, okay? So that's what I have for you. That's kind of all I want to say to you right now about that, at least. So Leota, you asked about the reading. I didn't do it yet. I'm gonna try to do it tonight after this. I promise tomorrow at the latest. Same for you, Jan. I need to get your map of destiny done with the Syrian starseed and everything. It's probably only going to take about 30, 45 minutes max, but I'll do it. Try to do it tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be doing much after this tonight. All right, Lin Mo. Lin Mo, where you at? Lin Mo. Lynn Mo. Where you at, Lynn Mo? Which is Linda Mo. All right. Spirit, what's your advice for me as a transition into my new career path? Thank you. Spirit, Linda Mo wants to know what's the advice for her as she transitions into her new career path. What is Lynn Mo's advice as she transitions into her new career path? It's a great question. I love questions like that. I don't know why. I think the Virgo in me that's so logical, that's so likes things to make sense. The Virgo in me just loves questions like this and hopes for a logical answer. What's the advice for Linda as she transitions into her new career path? I'm trying to figure out why this devil card is here. There's something here that's stopping you. You've got a big, speaking of blockages and some kind of fear, I don't know what this is. You've got the Fool in reverse right beside the devil. There's something you're afraid. Obviously, you want to move into a new path. Okay, yeah, I bet the Leo in you does. You obviously want to move into a new path here, or you wouldn't be doing it, because this is your energy feels autonomous. It feels strong and autonomous, but there is some kind of big, very similar to what happened with Jane just now, but even more maybe of a big issue for you. I think this may be a theme tonight that I'm starting to feel out. So there may be a theme for all of us in this full moon eclipse, that we're moving past some of our biggest, deepest fears, guys, and that's a beautiful thing. The military don't want to let me go. Well, it's even bigger than that. It's you. And when I say that, yeah, they may not want to let you go, but it's also because of that, there's something in you that maybe doesn't want them to want to let you go. You know what I mean? This eclipse for a lot of our collective here, and when I say our collective, I'm not talking about all like twin souls, divine masculine and feminine. I'm talking about our collective here at Ray of Light Tarot. I feel like for us, this eclipse seems to be about the releasing of deeply held fears. And that can be scary. You may not even be aware of it, but it's things that are coming up from deep inside. It makes you sleepy. Like my response, I notice if I'm wanting to sleep, it's usually because something's coming up that I've been afraid of. And I've been someone who recently has really been facing a lot of my fears. But this is something else, guys. It's coming up for a lot of you guys. I'm seeing it and feeling it in the cards. So this is good. I think after this week, after this eclipse, and as you wrap the week up, you're going to start to feel a renewed sense of really strong energy. And maybe you'll notice that something you may have not even realized you felt or held on to is gone. Because I think, like I said, guys, after this, the energy is going to clear up and we're going to be really excited about the future. You've got the Nine of Wands here. So you may be a little bit kind of feeling beaten down by your past and your past career. And I've been in for 15 years, so it's major for me to end and do completely something. Yeah, it is major. Also, some of the behaviors that get ingrained in you are self-deceptive. As just being in the military or in any kind of behavior modification program, which the military is a behavior modification program, basically, we learn to go less with what we think and feel, and more with the chain of command and what we're told to do, right? And so that's become almost like a daily grind for you for 15 years. And now you're going to be doing something a little different, where something about this new career path is connecting you to your inner child here, I see. And it's going to allow you to really let go of some armor. That's not you on the ground there with 10 swords in you, this 10 of swords. That is your armor on the ground with 10 swords in it. You're not there. You're out of your armor, right? You're out of your armor and connecting to your true self, but your armor is done. You're shedding your armor. You're shedding your protection, your protective layer. That's a beautiful thing, because look what it does. It allows you to come out the Queen of Cups and to be and feel comfortable being exposed, right? She's in her bare feet and she's just fine. She's sitting in her little shell throne in her little island, and nothing touches her. She's open to everything, but nothing's bothering her. That's a beautiful energy for you to kind of embrace, and I want you to do that. I want you to kind of embrace it, and don't be afraid of being a little awkward. You know, I used to be someone. Well, no, that's TMI. I've become a lot more free within my own body and self lately. I'll just say that, where I'm very comfortable with who I am in all settings, in every setting you could think of. I'm very comfortable, and that's a good thing. It really frees you up for a lot of fun in your life. So I encourage everyone to be that way. So yeah, for me, it doesn't. There's not a lot of technical stuff coming through here, but it just feels like for you, again, the releasing of the old and the old that's attached to fears and old ideas and ideals, and sort of the welcoming of the new. You're going to feel a lot of that. It's going to sort of happen organically, though. I don't think there's something you need to do or focus on, to be honest, Linda. I would say I would start doing a lot of meditating on sort of risks and being open to taking leaps of faith and risks, because the minute you start shedding some fears, that's a great opportunity to really expand your horizons, right, and try new things. All right, so next is Ash. Julene for Ash. So Ash, what's your question? If I missed you, if you sent through PayPal, let me know, guys, in the chat. Because there is no Arizona, no painted desert, no Sedona. If there was a Grand Canyon. Okay, where is Ash? Ash, where are you and what is your question? Rita. Okay, so I've got Ash, Rebecca, Nora, and Rita. I had no clue anyone else in that song. By Jamie O'Neill, I know that song. Because there is no Arizona. You're welcome. What does the future look like for Ash and her Cancer? Masculine energy around her. Show us the most likely future and energies. I've got you, Ash. For Ash and her Cancer. Yep, it's just that it just now showed up. You may be on a delay, sweetie. You may want to leave and come back. I don't know what happened with you guys. Your Cancer is so. Dawn, readings here are $22.22 paid through either Cash App or PayPal. I don't know if you want to pay the extra. What is it, 17 something? Or if you just want me to pull an oracle card and tell you what it says for the 5, which I appreciate, but we don't do it through super chat here because YouTube takes a lot of that. Like I barely get half that. So out of 5, I'm gonna get like 280, which I appreciate. But like I said, that's just not how I do it. So yeah, Ash, what's interesting is, the reason I say this, cancers can be so emotionally open and flowy and sweet, but also they can get very passive aggressive when they're out of balance. And I feel like this person, for some reason, I don't know what happened in the recent past with you and your Cancer, but it feels like this person became a little bit hurt. Something has caused this person to be like a turtle, to go in their little shell and close the top. Like, that happens. This person's in a very, this person's very in a logical place. Oh, thank you, Void, the Void. I appreciate it. Very Smex. I don't know what that is. What is Smex? But I appreciate it. I love it too. See you guys. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, Ash. So you guys are at a crossroads. You've got the Two of Wands. This person really loves you and has a strong connection to you, but they're just so, I don't know, something has really either hurt them, just caused this person to become very, yep, Rita, you're on the list now. Something's caused this person to become very, Rita, you may be on a delay also, sweetie, because I said that thing about the PayPal about a while ago. Yeah, I just feel like there's a little bit of sadness in this person, and instead of dealing with it emotionally, they've shut down a little bit, and so you're not knowing what they feel because they're giving you the hand a little bit. You've got the Three of Swords here, and here's the bad news. I have a feeling that you guys may be at a crossroads slash ending. There's more to come here, so it won't be forever, but I feel like I don't know if this person has decided like that they're done. The Three of Swords is heartbreak, but on this side, it's like that blue flower is a funerary flower. So this is like not just like an ending, it's like a death. And I don't mean a death of a person, I mean like a death of a relationship. So there's something going on here. And I don't like the, oh, smart and sexy, Smex. Very nice. Smart and sexy. Yeah, I was told by my, not even, this guy's not even related to me. My stepmom's uncle-in-law put a comment on my Facebook saying, Jason, I thought you were smarter than that. Like he's just one of those people that's a real douchebag, very like Donald Trump energy, someone who thinks they're way more important than they actually are. And I just was like thinking, you jerk, like you're not counseling me before I get a tattoo. It's there. It's not going anywhere. And you're going to come at me calling me stupid? F you. Don't come on. I said, don't come on my timeline leaving disrespectful comments. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Like that's so obnoxious. Another person just put a $5. Guys, I need to turn the super chat off. So guys, if you want to get on the list for a mini reading, it's $22.22. It's done via Cash App and PayPal. YouTube, I should have turned the super chat off. Yeah, they take like half your super chat. I don't do super chats. But thank you. I mean, I do appreciate the gesture. It's very sweet of you, but my mini readings are actually a certain price. It's $22.22. So sorry. We usually have people, my moderators throwing that info up on the chat, but if you just got here, you wouldn't have noticed maybe. Donald Trump's. Yeah, anyway, so I was like, don't come on my timeline saying that stuff. Anyway, okay, so Ash, there is this Ace of Wands here, Ash. So there's a new beginning coming in, but I feel like the new beginning is coming through communication, and it doesn't feel like there's a lot of the emotions. See, this person's coming through King of Swords, looking away to the event. So they're looking at whatever event caused them to kind of shut down a little bit. They're trying. This is like not speaking, not watching you. Someone like it's like this is an energy, and you said yes. It's like you feel this person has intentionally closed towards you recently, so you know what it is. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is here, so there is an opportunity. I think what you need to understand is there's an established love here. You feel that? Yes, exactly. There's an established love here, so there's an opportunity for this thing to move and go further, right? And that's a beautiful thing. It's just it's not getting so for hold on one second. For the two people who sent $5 super chats, I'm gonna pull for each of you an oracle card at the end, just as a thank you. But yeah, I'm not. I don't do the full on mini reading for it. You know what I mean? So thank you. And yet again, thank you, Theresa. But that's not how it's working, sweetie. Thank you. Yeah, we don't do that. So yeah, there's an opportunity here, but there just seems to be a lot of water under the bridge. There is an established love. I think the best hope you have with this person, Ash, is to truly, truly communicate from the heart space about anything that's happened and try to make amends and then try to be honest about where you want things to go forward. There is deep love here, but there's also a lot of water under the bridge and a lot of Cancer. I'm a Cancer moon. And when I shut down, I shut down. Like that's why I hate. I will chase someone and try to make it work if I know there's a chance. Because when I get to the point where I'm like bye, like I'm like bye, and you almost are dead to me, And it's so sad. I hate that to happen to a relationship so beautiful. But this person, they don't consider you dead. Of course, you're in a relationship, but they have shut. There's a part of their emotions that they have disconnected, and you no longer have access to. And I know that hurts. Yeah, well, and you know how it is too, Ash. So there is potential for the future, but it's going to take some real work. It's going to take some real work and some real honest, emotionally honest communication, okay? Rebecca. It's okay, Dawn. Don't worry about it. I feel bad because I have to do that, but it's like it doesn't I hate the super chat. It doesn't do me any good. So I definitely will pull a oracle card for you though. Absolutely. It'll just be an oracle card instead of an actual reading. But it'll probably give you something because your intention was good. You sent me some energy, and I'm sure it'll give you something good. You're welcome, Ash. Congratulations on the reading. Rebecca, how will our trip to Tennessee next month go? 25-hour drive each way. Woo! Camping along the way. That sounds so fun, though. Hoping for fun adventures and reconnecting with Derek. I hope so, too, for that. It's been 3.5 weeks since we've seen each other. Aw. And do you see anything coming in the way of Derek? In the way of Derek. Ah, okay. Show me. All right, so we want to see this energies for the trip and Derek's potential future energies. I don't know. It depends on, like, I know I saw for him going through some really gnarly energy to get to that freedom place a couple weeks ago. He's got the death card here. I'm sorry, the Wheel of Fortune card here. On this side, there's that death and energy connected to it, and the Knight of Pentacles. The two of you have a good energy, except the Four of Pentacles is here beside the Page of Cups. So one of you or both of you need, the Page of Cups can be like apologizing, making things right, some kind of communicative energy. And you do have the Nine of Cups beside that, which is like wishes coming true. This is trying to manifest a wish come true, but having a little bit of a struggle with it. So it's like part of the reason he's having trouble, he's vibrating something out that's coming back to him not the way he wants it, but it's to teach him you've got to vibrate things the right way to get what it's, I feel like this is a big lesson in manifestation for him when it comes to the career stuff. And I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I definitely feel with this card here for him, the Nine of Cups on this side, out on the balcony, all nine cups lined up, and the person like kind of in their night garments. It's saying like, no, Theresa, that's what I'm saying. You didn't do it correctly. I don't know if you were paying attention when you sent it, but I talked about it. I think she's also on a delay. We'll just, if anyone wants to try to help her, that's fine. If not, I'll deal with it after the reading. And welcome, new people. Welcome. But sorry. So boundaries, right? So Nine of Cups, he's having trouble, Rebecca. He's having trouble with his manifestations right now, and that's okay. We all do. We struggle, right? We're trying to get there. Stacy, I received your payment. Thank you, sweetie. You're on the list. 25 from Stacy. You don't have to pay 25 though. It's 22.22, but I'll take it. Thank you. So, and I don't know why the Page of Cups is here also. It feels like there needs to be some kind of a shift in the communication. I think you guys have a beautiful, lovely connection, as you know, Rebecca, right? When it comes to the communication, with the Page of Cups, this is either an apology, an amends, or making something right that maybe went a little sideways or a little to the left in the relationship. Always his intention towards you is good. Knight of Pentacles. You guys have a good energy, good intention. The Wheel of Fortune suggests to me that there's a opportunity for some new experiences and like starting sort of clearing a new path during like this trip to Tennessee and stuff. All that feels good. The trip you're making. When it comes to Derek and this sort of stuff going on with him, it's a little bit he's got to be responsible for his own energy he's manifesting and vibrating out, for his own energy he's vibrating, and what as a result what he's manifesting from that, right? And it's not that his intentions are bad, but something's a little off because his manifestations are coming in off. And it's not your fault. It's not your responsibility. All you can do is continue to do what you're doing and send him lots of love and light and hope for the best. And I think that good things are going to come out of this. I think the frustrating part for you is you've got this long vision, right, Rebecca? You've got this long vision, and you can see all of these beautiful Four of Wand energies where you're like, oh, we're going to cross that finish line and that and that, and I can see them down the road. And what happened is you were crossing them, and it looked really good, and it felt really nice, and then all of a sudden you got to one, and it was like, and you've been stuck at this one for a while, and that gets very frustrating, right? It gets frustrating, especially when things were moving really quickly all the way through, weren't they? Like you were getting all of this beautiful energy moving through, and you were like, yay! And then you hit a little bit of a speed bump. That sucks when that happens, and it's frustrating because as humans we want it all, and we want it all now, and especially when we start to build momentum, we want the momentum to continue, but we know that's not how it always works. There are detours, there are exit ramps, and all kinds of things going off on this road, and right now you have to kind of hold space, right? What do I mean when I say hold space? You know what I mean. I mean, it doesn't mean to sit around and wait for someone else to catch up or to da-da-da-da. It just means this person has become very important, so you're going to keep a space in your life for them in the future. Listen, I hold space for my twin soul. My twin soul's been through, going all through all kinds of things, having their own life. We don't even communicate, but I still hold space for him. I'm living my life and I'm having a damn good time living my life. And I'm taking care of me and loving me, but I hold space for him because he's that important to me. He's that important to me that I'm going to hold space for him, right? And hope that it works out. So that's what I've got for you. Hold space for Derek. It's all going to work out. Give it time. Okay. Theresa just sent me more super chat money. Theresa, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? Yeah, I'll just go ahead and read for her this one time. Guys, just don't even worry. I don't think she's even hearing. It's like, it's so weird. It's like she's not even hearing what I'm saying. Just tell her. I think she's behind or something. I don't know if she's on a delay and she's not caught up to the time where I am talking or what, but she's like totally disconnected from what I've been saying all this time. It's okay. Theresa, I will read for you. Right, but even if she doesn't know, why is she still sending more money on Super Chat when I told her I don't take Super Chat? Do you see what I'm saying, Lynn? Like I said, I don't take that. And then she sent more, and then she sent more. So that tells me she's actually on a time delay. It's not that she's... No, Theresa, don't worry about Cash App tonight. I'm going to go ahead and give you a reading tonight, so don't even worry about it tonight. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, sweetie. All right. Next is Nora. Next is Nora. Theresa, can you hear me right now when I say your name? Just say yes if you can. Thanks. I appreciate it, Rebecca. Yeah, I don't even want to have her try to do Cash App because she sent like $32 on she's giving YouTube a lot of money tonight. Yeah, that's okay, Julene. I know she doesn't. I know she doesn't. But that's not my point isn't really whether she knows what Cash App is or PayPal or whatever. It's just stop giving YouTube. Ugh, stop giving them money. I don't like that. I think she's on a delay is the real problem, is the root of the problem. Where are you at, Nora? Nora C? There she is. Hi, Jason. Does Spirit have any guidance or anything that I need to know regarding this supermoon eclipse? I'm feeling the intense energy so much. I'm so stressed and overwhelmed at work. All right. So yeah, I'm going to do Nora and then Stacy and then Rita. I'm sorry, Nora, Rita, and then Stacy, and then I'm going to do a card for Dawn, and I'm going to do a question for Theresa. And then I'm going to wrap it up. Let's close the list. The list is closed for tonight. I need this eclipse energy is too much for your boy tonight. Too much confusion. Confused. Okay. Okay, so Theresa, you're still about a minute behind, but I'm going to go ahead and talk now because you'll hear this in about a minute. So you're not caught up to... I'm live, but you're somewhere on my video from about 30 seconds ago or a minute ago. So that's why you're not hearing what I'm saying. I don't take Super Chat. Please never give Super Chats. I need to turn it off. I don't know. Sometimes I keep it on for like people who are in certain places and things like that, but that's probably not a good idea. Don't worry about the Cash App thing or PayPal. I'm going to go ahead and give you a reading for tonight just because I can see you're spending a lot of money on my Super Chat and I don't want you to waste that money, and your intention is good. So I'm going to call your name to give me your reading, to give me your question. So what I want you to do is make sure you leave the video and come back, or take your finger and move your red line all the way to the right at the bottom of the feed so that you're not on a delay, so that you're live talking with me in real time, because that's just silly, right? To try to communicate that way. And so when we get to that point, I will then call your name and you can ask me a question. I know you're here, but you're on a delay. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, so Nora, let me do your reading. Oh, I can't stand the troubles that come with modern technology and situations like that. You guys, you guys. I did, Stacy. I did. You're on my list. Welcome back. What is the guidance for Nora regarding the energies of the eclipse and supermoon and her work frustrations? Yeah, just remember on live videos, guys, you may not always be at the point of live that the person's talking. So always make sure at the bottom of your screen that you're caught up all the way to the live moment and you're not a little behind, because that can cause a lot of problems. And the Virgo in me gets frustrated. The perfectionist. Okay, so this is interesting, Nora. What's going on here is kind of crazy. This is what I was talking about. I don't know if you were here earlier, Nora. This is what I was talking about. So what's going on here is there's a lot of like, woo, up and down energy. So you've got the moon card. You've got a choice. You've got a deep soul choice that you're being faced with during this energy. It involves love, true love. You've got the Ten of Cups here. Something being revealed, and it's probably going to be revealed tonight or later. Mercury retrograde is early. Yeah, Mercury start. Well, Mercury's it's in shadow right now, isn't it? It's not retrograde, but it's shadow, which is basically like the beginnings of it, right? So you've got the Five of Wands here. This sucks for you, Nora. This is your work situation. See that volcano erupting? Something is coming to a head, and it's probably going to feel pretty uncomfortable for you, and I'm so sorry about that. It actually may be in the home. I don't know if you've recently separated from somebody or you've been thinking about separating from someone, but if you do, just know that whatever it is, it's time for some kind of action. The Hanged Man is in the Temperance card is here, and the Hangman Gallows are there in the background, but they're empty. Like there is no time for not taking action, and it looks like you're taking away your love, or you're moving on. You're trying to pull back your energy from someone that you were with, and it's time to kind of move forward. I'm so sorry, but it's like you've got to be brave in this, and it's time for you to kind of take your heart back and kind of move your energy forward, because you're either going to do you're going to do one of two things. You're going to move forward with your own heart, right, intact, or you're going to get stuck in a really tough situation and repeat a cycle. I don't think you want to repeat this cycle, Nora. I'm so sorry too. It sucks. The moon card tells me that you've got a choice to make, and that's what it is. When I said in the beginning there's some kind of a choice, it's a love choice. This really isn't about work. It's about love, and it may be just about pulling your energy back and protecting yourself, okay? Something big coming up here. Something big, heart space stuff. It's all connected to the Ten of Cups, so it's definitely in love. There's been you've been kind of allowing something to repeat itself, and it may just be repeating within you. It may not be in the actual relationship with somebody. It may just be repeating within you, but it's allowing you. It's almost like you've been too vulnerable for too long, or allowed yourself to be put out there for too long, and now it's time to really pull your energy back. This Knight of Cups is in an exiting energy from a relationship, and she's pulling out just in time to save herself from a lot more sort of it's like a heart being trampled on. It feels really icky, and I want you to protect your energy from that. So this eclipse for you is about getting real brave after you experience some newfound independence through this. I don't really know I know you were asking about work. This may be connected to work too. It may be like the example that you're going to sort of set for yourself, but it seems like it's all about your heart space. Maybe in the workplace also, your heart space has not been, maybe you aren't being honored in the workplace. This is about honoring yourself. I know. I know you're single. That's why I don't understand that's why I said it feels like it may be in your head or something. I mean, you've been pretty much single every time I've read for you. So I don't know. It feels like you're supposed to pull your heart back and move on. So if that is connected to work, it's something about protecting your heart space where you're not being honored, pulling it all back and moving forward, and something you've been avoiding doing for a long time. So if you've been in a workspace situation where you're not being honored or given the proper respect, it's time to take it back and move it on. So whatever this is for you, I just don't know. There's some kind of big thing coming up. It feels very personal though. This feels personal. So if it's a work situation, it's very personal, and it's about protecting your heart. You're not being honored or respected, and it's time to pull it back, move it on, okay? Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, this is so weird because it's like it all feels very relational, especially Ten of Cups. That's about like love and your heart space. So I don't know. Protect yourself, honor yourself. You think so? I don't know. It feels very, very connected to something personal to you that has to do with being honored and respected, your emotions being honored and respected, and you've got to kind of pull it back and move it on. It feels like even if it's relationship, work relationship, moving on, you're doing it a little too late already. Like you've been feeling the need to do this for a long time. The Knight of Cups in that twilight energy is doing something that you've been wanting to do for a long or needing to do for a long, long time. All right, so next is going to be here's what we're doing. Okay, so Theresa, I see your question, Theresa. We're doing Rita, Stacy, and then Theresa, and I'm pulling a card for Dawn. Rita, Stacy, Theresa, pulling a card for Dawn. Okay. Actually, let me just go ahead and do Theresa real quick. Theresa, my question was a number 427 pops up all the time during my day for last year. Okay. Rita, go ahead and put your question up, and then Stace. Why does that number 427 pop up for Theresa? What's it about? And what does she need to know about the Sag? What is it? Was it a Sagittarius you were asking about also, Theresa? I think so, but I can't remember. There's a new beginning coming in for you in love, a passionate new beginning represented by the Ace of Wands. If you continue to move forward, it looks like you've had to try to forget someone who wasn't giving you what you wanted, or maybe you're just kind of been waiting a while for someone. The more you move forward, Theresa, with the Chariot energy, this is about sort of being independent and moving forward. There is this King of Swords energy that's wanting to come back around. Yeah, I think it's Dylan. Is that it's coming out not as air energy though, rather than fire? This person, which is like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it doesn't that kind of stuff doesn't really matter. I mean, someone could be asking about a Gemini and they could come out looking like fire because it's more about the energy the person's embodying at the time and what the message is than it is about like their sun sign, their moon sign. There's so many placements anyway. You can't really go by that. I think it depends on the placement. When the person who's sitting for the reading is focused on the placement, I might get a message about that to help them get a confirmation, but that's more all that is. So you've got the Strength card here where they're facing down this devil, Theresa. So part of the reason this person came in was to kind of help you balance some of your energies so that you could face some very old demons. Part of the reason you came into this person, Dylan's life, was so that Dylan could deal with his own ego and learn how to sort of accept defeat and accept that it wasn't all about winning. So that's very interesting. I do see sort of an igniting of passions here and the willingness to put some work in after a little bit of a delay. There's also this child energy here in this card. That's probably someone's inner child trying to be healed through the work that they put into this relationship. When I see stuff like that happen connected to that type of energy, it usually means that like one of the reasons you're seeing the 427 is probably to do with that. It's about the fact that Spirit's trying to say you're on the right path, you're awakened now, you're paying attention. Keep trying to work on this because it's actually not just for you and Dylan. It's not just this relationship. It's healing your inner child. It's allowing that autonomy to come through where you start to not have to depend on the inner child. The inner child stops blocking you from the love and the things you deserve to try to protect you. There's all that kind of healing involved. So when that starts happening, it's a big healing moment for you because it allows you to kind of move on from that place where you were kind of leaning on a part of your heart that was walled off and protected and not able to get it opened up for someone. And maybe Dylan came to help that place open up. And it may be about Dylan. It may not be about Dylan. It may be about the next person after Dylan. You never know with those things. But Dylan is coming to serve a purpose for you just like you have for him. And that's really beautiful. I think the 427 is not so much like when you see certain things repeat, it's not so much about what it means, it's about the fact that you're seeing it. And the fact that you're seeing it means you're aware, you're awakened, and you're kind of resonating in the flow of the universe, right? You're in that sort of vortex of abundance that we all need to try to stay in to manifest the life we want. Hang on one second. Oh, sorry, that was an Altoid. I was like, what was that? And that's it. I dropped an Altoid. Anyway, More than anything, pay attention to what you're feeling when you see those numbers. Okay, Theresa, that's the big ta-da, is what am I seeing and feeling? What am I feeling when I see those numbers, and what's happening in my life at that moment? Who am I thinking about? What am I feeling, right? I started doing that. Like, what's going on in my, what am I feeling when I see that? Am I feeling that connectedness to source? Am I feeling like my twin souls around? What is that feeling I'm having when I see that number? That's the big answer, the big thank you, the big gratitude, the big toda. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to do Rita next and then Stace. Whatever, Rita said, whatever message, cards, or guidance you get from me for now, for future. I'm open to any message. Okay. It's a message for Rita for now, or for future, or for whenever. What does she need to know? Nailed it. Beautiful. Yes, aware. What a gift. Gotcha. Oh, thank you. Altoid. Altoids. The curiously strong breath mint. I'm a weird person when it comes to bad breath. I don't like halitosis. Yuck. I like curiously strong breath mints. And curiously fresh breath. I am not at all suspicious of it. Well, Rita, what's really nice is you do have the thing that we talked about with that person that, you said like, they'll never apologize. They'll never do this. There's something beautiful happening in your life here because you've got this emperor energy facing away, and it's like, okay, I'm not going to, that's this person coming through as Aries energy where they're like almost not even, not only are they, yeah, the list is closed. The list is closed. Sorry if you came in late. Sorry, guys. Join us next time. Facing away. Not only am I not apologizing, I'm not even thinking about you, right? And then you're like, okay, I don't care because you've got the Ten of Swords here, which is, like I said, this is like, this person can't stab you because you're not even inside that armor. You're out doing your thing. You've got the Ace of Cups coming in foundationally right in the middle of your reading. The Ace of Cups is the you now. So you're in a place where you're ready to receive love. And if this person can't give you the love you deserve, then you're going to receive love from wherever else the universe sends it in, unlimited to and who, and even up to the point of receiving it directly from source energy. Like you are open, and it's leading you to something new, which is leading you to victory. The Fool. Whoops. Hold on. The Fool and the Six of Wands. That's such good energy for you. I love this. You know why you're getting this? It's because you're trusting the universe. When you start, guys, when we start really trusting the universe, trusting our higher power, trusting source, like that dummy that came in, got that kid, whatever's Brandon, that kept saying, I hacked you. He kept saying like tinfoil hat, silly people. Well, you know what? It's not tinfoil hat. It's it's called faith, having faith. And whether you go into a church and read a book that was written 2,000 years ago and some man pounds on a pulpit with a red heart attack face and tells you you're going to hell, whether that's the faith you subscribe to or whether you subscribe to a faith that's a little more quiet and that is about your connection, your personal connection, and the signs you see around you. Faith is faith, and it's about belief in the unseen. It's something we all have. Humans could not be where we are today if we didn't all have a little faith, right? Modern medicine, technology, science, it all begins with faith in the unseen. Faith that when I test this, it's going to prove to be true, the thing I'm hypothesizing. And for you, you're being rewarded for your faith. And that's a beautiful thing. You're awakened. You're standing before your higher power, your God as you understand he or she, him or her. And you're saying, I believe, I trust, I'm ready to receive my destiny, whatever that is. I'm ready to receive whatever my calling is, my destiny, and I'm ready to go out on my mission. That's a beautiful thing. And there's power in that, y'all. There is power in that. And there's love in that too. A lot of times we think we have to become someone other than who we are to be sort of a light worker or to be a messenger of the divine, and that's just not true. The divine wants us exactly where we are with it being exactly who we are. Like for me, it's a gay man living a gay man's life, right? Who is able to help people that come into my awareness. For you, whatever you do, it's your thing, Rita, but it's your opportunity. And it's your opportunity to receive love. It's your opportunity to give love. It's your opportunity to be receiving some sort of public praise and acknowledgement for the work you're doing. And it's your opportunity to be brave and follow your inner compass and follow where Spirit's telling you to go. That's special. That's beautiful. Yay, Erica. Yeah, I'll be back. I don't know if I'm going to do Sunday night this week. Probably I will, but Sunday night and then Wednesday nights every week. And because I've got to be working on the zodiac readings for June in the next couple days. So that's going to be a busy thing. So yeah. All right. So Stacy, what it is, Stace? What do I need to know about what is going on with me in love? There's a new person trying to come in. Yeah. Yes. What's the guidance for Stacy at this time regarding love? Thanks, Erica. Thanks for popping in. Guys, if you don't watch the morning card pulls, you really should watch the replay on those if you're not up when I come on, because I feel like those Beyond Lemuria morning card pulls, and I'm going to be switching to a new deck in about 2 weeks, are really, for me, they've been helpful, I have to say. So I'm going to keep doing it, but I kind of want to get the views up on that because it's not good for my channel for me to keep doing it if people aren't really watching and liking and commenting, because the views on that are kind of low. So like from that perspective, it's not a great thing for me to keep doing it, but I want to. I like it. I think it's great. So I'm going to keep telling people, go watch it, like it, leave a comment, you know, all of that, all of that. Is that person a Gemini? Was there a Gemini? Because you've got that King of Swords here hanging around, lurking in your energy. King of Swords and Page of Wands. Oh, thanks, Stacy. Yeah, I plan to for at least a while and see how it goes, but I can't have my my numbers getting any worse like in that area. It's interesting, Stace. There's this King of Swords energy, and he's like out. He's out in the corner here. He's like Gemini Venus. Well, this person is really selfish, right? And I'm not saying it like you shouldn't be with this person, but there is that to this. This person's got a lot of qualities, but there's some sacred soulmate stuff. There is that, but there's some selfish qualities that need to be dealt with. This person, especially with the Page of Wands energy there, that to me feels like someone who is very much into the things they want and not really worried about the things you want. And that can be a little frustrating. Now, you got the Ten of Cups here. You're on the path toward having a really reciprocal, happy and engaged connection in love. But right now for you, it's saying like, the reason you're dealing with someone who's a little bit selfish is because you need to be selfish. Like, don't be giving. Stop giving. If you're giving to someone who takes a lot and is comfortable doing that, it's time to pull your energy back and give to you, okay? Give to you. Teach that person to give even more to you, because I don't know why I'm getting that the energies around you seem to be very selfish, but your energy seems to be very selfless, and that's not what Spirit wants. Spirit wants to flip that. Spirit wants your energy to get a little selfish and start drawing in people that give to you. And I know that can be so odd because I was like that too. I used to get, when I was in love or in any situation, I wanted to heal the person, help the person, love the person. You know what kind of people you get when you're like that? People who take. People who take and take and take, and then when they're done, they abandon you and they leave. They throw you away and they move on. And I'm telling you, what you have to do is get yourself into the energy of taking a little bit. It's okay. You deserve it. You deserve someone who wants to come in and take care of you. And I would say that that's kind of what you're supposed to do, is kind of not to, for you to, and that's true, Dawn, but it's not I'm not saying for you to become a user, Stacy. I'm saying just be in the energy of receiving. Okay? Be in the energy of receiving and don't have a problem with it. It's time for that person to fall away. That person who gave and gave and gave. That's what this eclipse is about for you. You're no longer the person who's supposed to heal others and give by your giving and your martyrdom. You're supposed to take now. And it's okay for you to take. And I want you to understand that Spirit is saying, yes, you deserve to receive. and to start saying that everywhere you go. I am ready, I am receptive. I am ready, I am receptive. I am ready, I am receptive. Be in receiving mode. Let go of that giving mode for now. Just for now. Just be open to receiving, because you deserve to be the one receiving things that you desire. And you don't deserve to be put, your desires that come from your heart don't deserve to be put on the back burner while everyone else's needs are put on the front burner, right? No. No. You deserve to get what you deserve, and don't let anybody make you feel that you don't, okay? That's really important, and that's this whole eclipse for you, is about becoming someone who is comfortable with receiving and not giving so much. It's really important. Thank you, Don. Don's like, preach, but it's true. I feel that for you so strongly. Okay, good, Stacy. And that's your energy to really release. I want you to release with this eclipse the energy of overgiving. Totally release it. I no longer overgive, I only receive. And I give back only after I've received what I deserve. I don't even, not only do you not just reciprocate, you don't even give back until you've received what you deserve. If someone doesn't give me proper energy, they're blocked. When it comes to dating, guys, right now, I'm telling you, if someone tells me, hey, I'm going to do this at 9 o'clock, and they don't do it, they're blocked. It's like, it's not, I'm not trying to be a douchebag. I just don't have time for someone who doesn't do what they don't say they're going to do. I don't have time for anyone who gives me some half-assed energy. Don't come at me with that. You're blocked. It's not an argument. It's not, I'm not putting in, I'm not mad. I'm mad. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. You're blocked. That's it. You're blocked. And it's because I'm not accepting anything less than I deserve. Not one little thing. So sorry. If someone doesn't like that, maybe they should do what they say they're going to do in the first place, right? I don't even want to have a conversation about somebody not doing what they say they're going to do. Not even it's not even worth my time. And that's how I want you to be, Stacy, okay? I really do. I want you to do that. I want you to be in that energy. Like if I don't block someone who acts that way, because for whatever reason I feel like maybe it wasn't personal, or maybe they're old and they were tired, whatever, like, then they're on thin ice after that. I'll tell you that. Like, it's just, you cannot put yourself in a place where you're allowing anyone or anything to give you less than you deserve. I'm telling you guys, you're setting yourself up for pain that way. You're welcome, Stacy. This is your time. This is your time. That eclipse for you is exactly what that's about. I mean, it was in the card. You saw the eclipse energy in that card, which was she's shedding that old person. No longer does she overgive or, nurture someone who's not nurturing her back. That is just not in your wheelhouse anymore. Got it? That's not. This is a card for Dawn. Wow, that's beautiful. So Dawn, I've got 2 oracle cards for you. You're on a journey to wholeness. And you have the Soul Star Chakra card merging with the Divine. This is about your chakra system becoming balanced in order for you to merge with your natural divinity and your gifts, right? And what that's doing, it's not that you have to become healed and whole before you do that. You have to do that now. Start merging with the Divine and start clearing and balancing your chakra system so that you can find out what your gifts are fully and lean into them. And that's what is your journey to wholeness. This is a beautiful card. Look at this card, guys. I have never pulled this in my morning reads, but it came out for you, Dawn. Beautiful card. This is a feminine energy just on fire. I mean, she's lit up. I'm going to read this to you. Journey to wholeness. Love from a new sense of wholeness. We may have concepts of others that are not really who they are due to subconscious projection or ideals. We could have, and this is for Stacy too, I think. We could have the idea that we will feel better about ourselves when we achieve a goal or a status. This takes us out of the present and puts conditions on love. Hold the vision that you and others are already perfect. Thus, we can heal through the transformative power of acceptance. Acknowledge the full spectrum and bring any fractured parts back to the present moment. Here, we are whole and empowered to step into the brightest version of ourselves. Woo! That's amazing, right? That's amazing. I love what Joni, what you said. No breadcrumbs. No breadcrumbs. None. Isn't that beautiful, Rebecca? That is something right there. Journey to wholeness. That's wholeness. That's, guys, that's what wholeness looks and feels like right there. Imagine if this is how your life looked and felt. I don't know anyone on earth who's living a life that looks and feels like that right now, but you can. The closest I've ever come was when, like, I was with my twin soul and just we were in those connected moments together, just having fun, exploring, adventuring. That's the closest I've ever come to this feeling. But this is what wholeness feels like. That is just gorgeous. So let's release whatever we need to release as the result of this eclipse, this this supermoon, this eclipse, all of that. Let's release what we need to release and let's be open. Keep saying those I am statements. I am ready. That's what my friend Victoria, Veritas Tarot on YouTube, Veritas Tarot. She's amazing and she's a dear friend, and she always reminds me of that. Stay in receptive mode where you say I am statements, because when you say the I am statements, I am ready, I am open, I am receptive, I am worthy. Those I am statements put you in the moment. They make you be placed in the present moment, not in the worry about tomorrow, not in the regret about the past. The present moment is I am that I am that I am. Right? That's beautiful stuff. All right, guys. On that note, I shall away. I shall away for the night. I love you guys. Namaste. The God within me sees and honors the God within you. I send you all beauty, love, and I send you away to go and heal thyself. Go and heal thyself. You guys have a great night. Be looking for the zodiac readings for the month of June coming out pretty soon. And I hope you guys all get some rest. This has been some crazy energy, right? Julian, I got to reach out to you after this. Bye, guys.